Set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Demon Deacons will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. Working the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
He's got it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Gets the back moving. Trying to get the corner. Creates a little room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Navy!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense.
There he goes. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Demon Deacons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where he's blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
And the Demon Deacons will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
The Demon Deacons are flying down the field. They'll leave it with him. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Throws to the back. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, let's step back for a moment and talk a little Wake Forest. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the...
Turning it on! That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the ball comes to rest right there. may change this route. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. Throwing on the run. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll leave it with the lone back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Demon Deacons line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Demon Deacons in a good spot here with second and short. Sends it back in motion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Rourke. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. He'll set up to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Lanier. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Rice is going to enjoy the trip back to Houston after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to get outside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Pulls it in. It's Baker. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Makes the grab on the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here we go. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They'll try to get it through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. He nails it. A 58-yard field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Extending the play. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lanier. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. comes the Navy offense. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lanier. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field. Easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And the Demon Deacons trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 13 to Ohio State. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets the back moving. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Demon Deacons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now he's looking to throw it. Big fella moving. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Sends it back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Grabs it in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And here's the third interception of the night. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Wall. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Slings it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got his man on the right. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. If they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the run, deep down the right side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the foot.
Oh, he's got some space. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down, better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And the Demon Deacons are threatening on first and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. It's Wall. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Second and goal. No dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they can do it with ease.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Motion from the wideout. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Here we go. Reads it, fires complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They've been as advertised in the passing game, and that's carrying them now to holding their spot in the top 10 and keeping that eye on the playoff, guys.
No doubt, and especially, man, when you make those late-season, big-time wins, top 10 wins, boy, do you put an exclamation point on your ranking. Nice job ending the season. We got to end the season strong, Palmer.
Yeah, and they've thrown it well all season long too, David, but you just keep wondering, is the other shoe going to drop at some point, or are they just going to...
Breaks into the open. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Defense is about getting the guy on the ground, holding on for dear life. It's hard, I know, with so much speed on the outside, but you got to get that guy on the ground. When you miss one tackle, next thing you know, all that extra yardage is killing your defense.
Nice grab in traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here on third down. To throw, it's Wall. Keeps looking downfield. Uncorks one to the middle. Touchdown, Demon Deeks! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Pierce. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. That's caught. It's Baker. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's not afraid to throw it from way back here. Going for the big play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Midshipman.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
We're going to wrap this one up with the PAT. And the kicker's probably happy to score a point, but the team didn't score enough as this one is over.